Ili kuwa wa kwanza kupata habari zetu, subscribe na bonyeza kitufe cha kengele. Asante.
Well, it's a great honor and privilege for me to come and see my dear brother, His Excellency President Magufuli. I came to discuss with him and to encourage him about what he's doing for his country. I think President Magufuli is a very bold reformer. He's been a bold reformer for a long time. He's not new. I think he's very focused. He's very determined. I got a sense of he's always very determined to make sure that he gets the best deal for his own people and that he has good equity in the development of Tanzania. I commended him for the very tremendous economic growth rate that Tanzania has experienced. According to our own analysis, we see they've gone about 7%. They have one of the highest growth rates in Africa today and one of the highest in the world. I encouraged him because the global GDP growth rate is just about 3.5%. So growing at 7% is actually a tremendous, phenomenal development that they have had. I also was very impressed by what the president has done in terms of working with other neighboring countries, in particular with Uganda, up to here in terms of the almost 1,500 a pipeline that has been done, oil pipeline that's been done here, which is really very impressive. And it was done with private sector, which is very, very important. We discussed quite a lot about private sector, and the president and I share perspective on the need to encourage private sector. And as you have seen in that particular case, it's very important to support private sector. And the African Development Bank will bring more support for private sector here. One of the areas the president mentioned to me is agriculture. He said because of the success of their program, the Southern Highlands, they've had a lot of production of food. But now who is going to buy it? And we talked quite a lot about what the African Development Bank can do to support special agro-industrial zones that will support a private sector to do processing and value addition to a lot of things. So we look forward to that. You know, the bank is a very strong supporter of Tanzania. We have portfolio size here of roughly $2 billion, and we have just approved, our board has just approved financing for the Dodoma ring road, and we are also going to be supporting at one point the airport. And so we are a very great supporter of the country. I think one of the areas that the president and I discussed, it's about the rail network that will go all the way from Dar es Salaam all the way to Isaka, of course from Isaka all the way to Kigali. And we discussed about how critical that is. I learned that that whole area, Tanzania has done a lot in investing from Dar es Salaam to Morogoro and to Dodoma using their own resources, which is actually very, very commendable. It just tells you how determined the president is about this. But also with going all the way from that to Isaka and Mwanza area, the president is very determined about that. We discussed how to make that project happen. I gave the president my word that we will very strongly support this project, which is very important for Tanzania, very important for Rwanda, and also for Burundi, and also even to the DRC. I have listened to the president about his perspectives on this. I will be returning back to going to Rwanda tonight to also discuss with his friend and brother, President Kagame, on this. But I gave the president a great assurance that the bank is going to be there to support and to back the work. And at the end of the day, I just think that I'm leaving here tonight with a very short trip, more encouraged than when I came by what has been done, what the potentials are, and what we can do more with the president to help to support his vision and his drive for the accelerated development of his country, which seems to be a heartbeat of his.
Mkazi wa kanda ya kaskazini namaanisha mikoa ya Arusha, Tanga, Manyara na Kilimanjaro. Mko tayari? Kismaty Advert Media kwa mwaka 2019 inakuletea mashindano ya Miss Northern Zone hapa mkoani Arusha. Na shindano hili linaokutanisha walimbwende mbalimbali kutoka mikoa minne, na maanisha mkoa wa Kilimanjaro, Arusha, Manyara na Tanga. Na sasa basi, katika mashindano hayo watakuwepo wachekeshaji wote maarufu Tanzania, akiwemo Pierre Liquid,
Pierre atalipaya Tanzania saye,
bila kumsahau Charlie wa Arachuga, na maanisha Mr. Beneficial atakuwepo.
Sasa baba la baba dingila pambana ya elayo,
na wasanii mbalimbali wanaochipukia. Sasa unakosaje? Kwa mfano ni tarehe 27 mwezi wa 7 mwaka 2019 ndani ya Elite Club karibu na Uhuru Road mkoani Arusha. Ili kupata tiketi yako na kudhamini mashindano haya, wasiliana na ofisi za Kismaty Advert Media kwa namba ya 0752624732. Miss Northern Zone 2019. Ili kuwa wa kwanza kupata habari zetu, subscribe na bonyeza kitufe cha kengele. Asante.